Karin from Karinyogalife, and today I wanted to demonstrate a short yoga sequence to keep our spines happy, healthy, and pain-free. So a couple things to keep in mind when we're talking about spine health. The first thing is that everybody is different. So what may be right for me may not be right for you. So it's really important if you are having chronic spine or back issues to check with your doctor, check with your physical therapist before starting any new exercise regime. But having said that, generally speaking, to keep our spines healthy, we want to be keeping the muscles surrounding the spine strong, and we want to also be keeping our spines flexible and mobile. So as we may know, the spine can move in 6 different directions, and I'm going to be showing you how to move the spine in all 6 directions today, as well as doing some strengthening and stretching. So if you want to join me on your mat, you can get down on the floor, and we're going to start in this seated position. The other thing to keep in mind is that for some people, arching or extending the spine is a really great thing to do, as in my case, but for other people, arching is not so good. Same is true for rounding. For most people, rounding the spine, if you have back issues, is generally not a good idea, but for some people, rounding is okay. So again, it's important to check with your doctor or physical therapist to make sure that whatever you're doing is actually going to help. So let's get started on our mat. You can actually also do this first section in a chair. So we're just going to start by warming up the spine, doing some cat-cow. So you want to be sitting up nice and tall in a cross-legged position, just having your hands resting on your knees or your thighs. And we're going to pull the belly in. So we want to think about engaging the core by pulling the belly in, lengthening the spine, so creating vertebra or space between the vertebra. So imagine you have a string pulling you up from the crown of the head. So we want to be sitting up nice and tall with the ears, the shoulders, the rib cage, the hips all in one line. So we're nice and supported. So we're going to start by inhaling, looking up to the ceiling, lifting the chest, little back bend here, mostly in the upper back. Exhale, bringing the chin into the chest, rounding the spine, holding on to the knees to help you here. So inhale, arching up, looking up, lifting the chest, but keeping the shoulders relaxed. Exhale, chin to chest, pull the belly in, allow the spine to round and the head to come towards the chest. So inhaling, arching up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, rounding. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And then coming back to center. Okay, so let's bring the fingertips to the floor now. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach the arms up, and we're going to side bend over to our left. So bringing one hand to the floor, reaching up and over, pull the bellies in, little side bend over to the left, pull the belly in, press the hips down. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, up and over the other side. So just moving with the breath. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, side bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, side bend. It doesn't matter how far you go, just keep moving. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend. If you're on a chair, you can be holding onto the side of the chair. Last time. Inhale, up. And then exhale, just bringing the hands down. All right, one more. So we're going to be twisting now. So we're going to inhale the hands up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Just gently turn the torso. Bring the hands down. One hand on the outside of the thigh. Left hand behind you. Reaching up and twisting. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Pulling the belly in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, or if you're at your maximum, just stay there. The head just follows the body. We're not crunching our neck. Inhale, coming back to center, sweeping the arms up, and we're going the other way. So twisting to the right, bring the hands down, just gently looking back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And breathe. And breathe. And then coming back to center, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, let's bring the hands down in front of the heart. And breathe. Good. All right, so we just moved the spine in 6 directions. We're going to now do boat pose, which is going to help us to strengthen our core, supporting all the muscles around our spine. So I'm going to come off my blanket. You can just come down onto the floor now, if you're not already there. And we're going to start by just holding on behind the hamstrings, bringing the balls of the feet to the floor. So again, many different ways to do this. You want to lift the chest, pull the belly in, slightly tip backwards. You can stay here if you're feeling enough work going on in your core. If you want to go further, you can lift one foot, then the other, pull the belly in, breathe here, breathe, and come back down. All right, we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to show you another variation. So come back to center, lift the chest, inhale, tip back. You can lift one foot, then the other. So you can stay here, or if you're feeling strong, you can release the hands and hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the feet back, stretch them out, shake them out. All right, boat pose is really great for strengthening this whole area here. So we're going to do it one more time. Let's bring the feet to the floor, lift the chest, and tip back. One foot comes up, other foot comes up. You can stay here or stretch out the arms, holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, coming back down, and again, shake out the legs. All right, good job. Okay, so now we're going to slowly make our way over onto our belly. We're going to come into what's called Sphinx pose. So you're going to start by just having your forehead into the floor, have the hands underneath the shoulders, stretch the legs out, and then just slide the elbows forward so they're right under the shoulders. Press down into the forearms. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. And the head is looking down, lifting the chest, pressing gently to the floor, the pelvis. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. If it doesn't feel good on your body, just come back down. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. Nice stretch for the front body. And then slowly lowering back down to the floor. So if that felt okay for you, we're going to do Cobras now. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, stretching the legs out behind you, forward to the mat. So Cobras, again, if it doesn't feel good, just don't do it. Bring the elbows in, press the pelvis down. Inhale, peeling yourself off the floor any amount. Doesn't have to be high. Exhale, lowering down. One more. Inhale, peeling yourself off the floor. Exhale, down. Last time. Inhale, peeling yourself off the floor. Exhale, down. And then we're going to come all the way back into child's pose now. Pressing the hands into the floor. Coming through tabletop. You can open the knees wide here. Sit back on the heels. Stretch the arms out and rest here. So there are many variations of child's pose. You can use whatever props you like. Let's just stay here for a few breaths. And breathe. One more breath. Letting the spine relax here. And then take your time coming up, bringing the knees back together. And you can sit back on the heels or back into your cross-legged position, just bringing the hands to the heart. Taking a few breaths here. Thanking yourself for taking care of yourself today. Thank you for doing yoga with me.